In Afghanistan, Taliban militants launched an assault near the U.S. consulate in the western city of Herat. Police told RFERL that at least 2 members of the Afghan security forces and an interpreter were killed, along with 9 of the attackers. A suicide car bomber detonated explosives about 60 meters from the compound before other militants opened fire. In Kyrgyzstan, the summit of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization has concluded with a communique opposing any action leading to the further militarization of the situation in Syria. Cooperation agreements on security, science, and technology were signed by the leaders of China, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Russia, Tajikistan, and Uzbekistan. During the summit, Russian President Vladimir Putin met for the first time with Iranian President Hassan Rouhani and said that Tehran has the right to enrich uranium and the peaceful use of nuclear power. In Yerevan, EU Enlargement Commissioner Stefan Füle said no documents would be signed with Armenia at November's EU summit in Vilnius. But he expressed readiness to engage with Armenia in a way that would move beyond existing partnership and cooperation agreements. The statement follows the Armenian president's controversial announcement that his country would join the Russia-led customs union, which would conflict with EU trade agreements. In Azerbaijan, additional charges have been brought against 8 activists of the youth opposition NIDA movement. They are now accused of organizing mass disorders and taking part in them. The 8 were arrested in March and April on charges of possessing illegal drugs and weapons after they took part in an anti-government protest. In Georgia, demonstrators stood in front of the Tbilisi city court to protest what they called the abuse of HIV-positive people. The protest was prompted by the arrest of an HIV-positive woman by police who said she was treated roughly and her medicines were designated as illegal drugs. In Pristina, Albania's new socialist prime minister, Edi Rama, has met with his counterpart in Kosovo, Hasim Taci, just days after taking office. Rama pledged to strengthen ties with Kosovo, which has a majority ethnic Albanian population. In Belarus, the Minsk City Court has ruled in a closed-door session that the Russian chief of one of the world's top potash producers should remain in detention. Vladislav Baumgartner was arrested in Minsk last month and charged with abuse of office, sparking tensions with Moscow. And that's the news roundup from Radio Free Europe, Radio Liberty.